Creative Crossroads, brought to you by Crystal Bridges and the Momentary.
We're back out at Crystal Bridges. We're doing something really unique today. Stace, thank you for inviting us
Yes,
out.
thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
It's an exciting thing to share with y'all.
Yes.
We are excited.
So the thing is visible art storage, right? So what I'm understanding is that you are allowing the public to see how you store all of your works of art while you're going through some transition here at Crystal Bridges.
That's right. As a lot of people probably know, we are expanding our museum, and in order to do that, we have to virtually move every piece of art
Sure.
in the museum, and so we have to do it gallery by gallery. It's a big undertaking, and one of the big things that we need is a staging area for a lot of the movement of the artworks. And so we've transformed, this is called our Bridge Gallery. Internally we call it Gallery 5. And it's got two box galleries, and we've transformed both of them into a visible art storage space. So think of it as like a mini version of our vault.
Yeah.
So it's super interesting. So why allow guests to come in and look at these kind of behind the scenes?
Well, it's one of the things that guests ask about the most, and they're the most curious about, honestly. They love behind the scenes stuff. Art objects are often seen as very precious, which they are, but they're also objects, and when they're not on view, we need to store them somehow. And so pretty much any museum that you go into in the entire world stores their art in this way. It's a very ordered way in which places do it. So they have all kinds of materials. You'll see in this art storage, we've got crates full of artworks. Some artworks, some large ones, require large crates. We also have our Yayoi Kusama room. A lot of people, you probably know the infinity mirrored room.
Right, sure.
Big hit. Sad to have it off view for now, but it's kind of fun to see how it is that we store it when it's not on view. It's in several different crates and boxes throughout the two spaces. We also have these bins of paintings that were literally up just a few months ago in our early American gallery. We're storing them here as we prepare the new American gallery that they're going to go in, which opens in July.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so we also have sculptures, which are fascinating to see how we store those. They're in crates. They're usually surrounded by plastic. There are a lot of different standards that have to be met to store art in terms of humidity, light levels, things like that. Some of the objects you won't actually be able to see, but we did want you to be able to see how we store it. And it's not just how we store it, it's also how we move it. So whenever we send objects out on loan, which we do a lot, this is how we prepare them to send them out to other museums across the country and across the world.
Wow.
That's cool.
And you were also saying that this will change. Like what you see right now might not be the same thing you see in a couple weeks' time, because as spaces become available, these are going to go to their new homes. Am I understanding all that process right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. It is actually a working space. There may even be times when you'll be here at the museum and you'll see art handlers in the space moving things. They generally try to do it when the public is not here. I like to call them they're like the house elves of Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
They come out when nobody else is here, but they do a lot of work when we're closed, and in the mornings before we open. Is a lot of time when they do a lot of their work. And pretty soon, whenever the new gallery that we're just now beginning to transform, when it becomes kind of in a space where you can see something, we're actually going to open up a pathway for guests to move through that gallery to see the art handlers at work literally installing the museum.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
So can people come into this gallery now, or are there specific times where they can take a peek?
They can come in. It's open
Whenever.
to the public. Yeah. Surprised somebody hasn't come through right now. I mean, I think somebody's kind of keeping them out for a minute, but yeah, it's open, free to the public, and we're really excited to share it because people really, really are fascinated by
Yeah.
this whole process.
Yeah.
You said this is Gallery 5, but we might know it as your Bridge Gallery, and there's two boxes, right?
Right.
So A and B, and it's in both of them, is that
Yes,
right?
That's right.
Okay.
It's in two box galleries, so you just come on in. There's a big entry moment because let's go behind the scenes, kind of signaling that you can come on in. There's a story that we tell using our own art handling team. A little bit of it is about like what they love about their jobs, and then also there's one panel that tells a little bit about their background, because it's a really fascinating profession when you learn some of the backgrounds of these people. There are only 11 people in this museum that can touch the art.
Wow.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nobody else can touch it.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for having
thanks.
us out here
Yeah,
and letting
for
us
sure.
look around.
You bet.
Yeah.
Enjoy the tour.
Yeah, we'll
We
go.
shall. Yeah,
Yes.
stick around. We've still got more Good Day in WA coming right up.